进行。
大家好，感谢大家今日来参加咱这个228的纪念日。啊，歹势，咱有迄个咱的国会委员伫遮，所以歹势，我得用英语讲。I want to welcome all of you for coming to our 228. Can you hear me back there? No? How about now? Is this better? Okay. So I want to welcome all of you for coming to our February 28th memorial. We know that it has been 69 years, and many things had happened on that day, but we never found out the real truth behind the whole thing. And today we're going to we're going to remember what happened on February 28th. And we're going to do it by having this kanji. I have this friend, I've known him for 25 years, and I never knew what happened with his family until a few days ago. He saw our flyer, and he's in Taiwan. Somebody sent this flyer, and he found out that we're doing this kanji thing. Actually, this is his family. This is what happened to his family on March 10th in 1947. His grandfather is an attorney, a lawyer, and also his grand uncle is an attorney, and then also their friend. And these three attorneys, they were taken away before they had this dinner. So it was until a few days ago I found out that actually it was his grandfather that we've been doing this for all these years. So we're going to have a video from his father for thanking us. And we always wonder how bad it was. For those people who don't really know the story, I would tell them, have you heard of ISIS? Have you seen what the ISIS has been doing in this world? This is what KMT's army did in Taiwan. They were killing people left and right. I remember my wife's grandma telling me that she remembers seeing all these trucks going over the river and dumping bodies. And this is what they did. So I think the best way to describe to non-Taiwanese people is to let them know that what happened back then is similar to what ISIS is doing. So I think that's the best way, to remember. And so I want to thank all of you again for coming, and hopefully we'll do this every year until the whole world knows about it, because back then it was a massacre, it was a genocide. Thank you.
感谢应当所长。今晚咱要请咱的贵宾来给咱进行咱的众议员赵美心博士。Let's welcome U.S. House of Representatives Congresswoman Judy Chu to make remarks.
Well, thank you for allowing me to commemorate the victims of the 228 massacre. The 228 massacre is something that the world should know about. The events of that massacre are very alarming. The fact that there were brave citizens that stood up for their human rights in Taiwan is tremendous, but they were met with such force and with such abuse. And the fact that they still continue to struggle, despite the fact that so many of them were beaten, were killed, or wounded, is really something. And so we need to make sure that we do not have these kinds of horrendous events again. That's why it is so important to have remembrances such as this, so you can look at what happened, so you can say, no, we cannot have this occur anywhere in the world. And in fact, people in all countries should have their basic human rights. And so for the brave victims of the 228 massacre, I give this certificate of congressional recognition. Thank you for doing so much to make sure that those people who sacrifice themselves will always be remembered. And so let me present this certificate of congressional recognition to the 228 Massacre Memorial Committee of Greater Los Angeles.
焦启林老民啊，不输台湾来交水这个certificate。 今仔咱是纪念会，所以咱请咱唔通拍球啊，拍球啊，谢谢。Thank you very much for coming to our 那么，今仔就感谢 Everest 咱的 Congressman Everest 的助理Stephanie， 伊有摕一个嘛是祝贺 certificate 来吼，咱请咱的召集人戴慧娜代表来接受。这是 U.S. House of Representatives Congressman Everest 的办公室，然后咱一个 certificate，一个啥？